Well, I want to thank everybody for being here today. It's an honor because we're one of the finest gentlemen in boxing, Shawn Porter, who has, like I said before, a heart of a lion, very aggressive when it comes to boxing. He's a student of the sport. Every day we sit down and we discuss different topics about boxing and how we can improve the sport of boxing with what we bring into the ring. Shawn continues to learn every day something new, and that's what's good about a good champion, is keep on learning. The day you think you know it all, that's the day you got to pack it in. So I think that Shawn continues to learn. Every day we get in the ring and we train as a team together, and we listen to one another, and it's like a family. I teamed up with Shawn Porter after refereeing for 35 years, but my mind is still with the heart of a referee. However, one of the things that I'm more concerned about is the safety of the fighters, including Shawn. When he's in our ring, I want to make sure that the referee, all referees are going to be refereeing the fight, are taking a lot of precaution in the safety of these fighters. Sometimes you see a fight where a fighter is taking unnecessary punishment, and that's what we don't want in boxing. We want fighters to come back another day. I know the fans want to see these knockouts, they want to see a slugfest, fine. But when a fighters take a little too much, that's when the referee has to take action and jump in. Of course, the corner as well. Kenny Porter, the trainer of Shawn Porter, and we know that Kenny knows boxing. He knows if anything's going wrong with his son, he's going to be the first one to stop the fight. And that's what we expect of good trainers. Don't let these fighters go too far, because you want to see them when they retire have a normal life. When a lot of cases we see in boxing, a lot of fighters unfortunately end up walking on their heels and end up broke with all the millions that they've made. They have nothing to show at the end of their career. And what we do with Shawn Porter is just the opposite. We're very caring. He listens to the what father has to talk about, how to invest his money properly. So when you retire, you can retire and live a normal life. And it goes to show that he's not only a champion inside the ring, but outside the ring as well. I want to just say that having Larry Wade, Kenny Porter, myself, and Hal of Philadelphia, the cut man, it's a great team. I think we care a lot about the fighters, we care about their well-being, and most importantly, making sure that they retire from boxing normal and with something to show for their work and efforts in the ring, to have something that they can sit back and say, I can retire and live a normal life and continue to give back like you're supposed to do as an athlete, as a celebrity. I've taken Shawn Porter to different events where we have spoken to kids at the courthouses, and he's gone to the schools and talked to his kids. And Shawn Porter knows, how to give back to the community, and that's what we need more in boxing. You see what's going on around the country today with the law enforcement, with police officers. We need more individuals like Shawn to get out there, more sports celebrities to get out there and talk to these youngsters and show them that the men in blue or ladies in blue are your friends. They're there to help us when we need them the most. So with that said, I'll bring on Shawn Porter to be our keynote speaker for tonight's event. Shawn Porter.
Hey, first of all, thank everybody for coming out today. As Joe said, I am Shawn Porter, Showtime Shawn Porter. I think I need to say that for just the formalities and informalities and the so-ons and the so-forths out there. Today, I am excited to make this announcement to you guys, something that my dad, aka my trainer and manager, he doesn't want me to call him my dad today, but something we've been working on for a very long time. Shawn Porter Promotions, LLC. We started this LLC, I would say, back in 2010, so it's been going for some time, but we have not been active with it. So it's my pleasure to announce today that I will begin promoting and co-promoting fights that I will be on very soon. We're looking forward to doing that as soon as possible. That is a part of the announcement. I do not have a big fight set up just yet, but when I do, Shawn Porter Promotions will be a part of that promotion and that fight show, and I'm very excited about that. The other part of the announcement that I'm extra excited about is we have a young man in this group of you guys today who we will be signing as the first fighter for Team Porter, the first fighter for Shawn Porter Promotions, and that is Victor Morales Jr. Come on up here, my man. Give him a hand, give him a hand. I want to introduce everyone out there to Victor Morales Jr. This is a kid I've known since you were about...
like 2010, I think.
Yeah, but you were about what, 11?
11 or 12.
Yeah, he was 11 or 12 years old. I met Victor out at the Wild Card Gym when we were training out there. And his dad and my dad, they connected on a level, and before they left town, they exchanged numbers, and that was about 6 years ago. So you can see the history there, and we've been fortunate enough to watch Victor as he grows, as he's grown, and seeing what he's been able to do in the ring. He's been an unbelievable fighter since day one, unbelievable hard worker since day one, and that's going way back to the wild card when I've seen him. He's fought in numerous world and national championships as a junior, and he just missed the Olympic team. I believe he would have been on it, but due to his birthday, he was not able to make that run towards the Olympic Games. So he's decided to turn pro along with his dad. Come on up here, Victor Morales Sr. Give him a hand. A lot of skill and hard work here. These guys are from Portland, Oregon, and they make it happen out there, and we've been able to keep in touch with them along the way. Victor here believes in my manager, my trainer, Kenny Porter. 100%. 100%, just like he said, to the fullest. To the fullest. And when they decided that they didn't want to stick around for the 2020 games, I don't think Victor looked any other direction but my dad's. And
absolutely.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I want to say thank you for that. I want to say congratulations to you for everything you've done, and welcome to the team.
Absolutely.
I'm also going to bring up my advisor, my trainer, Kenny Porter. Come on up here. This is the guy who you have all known since you've seen me, you've seen him. We call him the boss. Everything that goes on, it happens through him. He is the rock and the foundation of Team Porter. Everything that you see here today is because of this man. I am a reflection of him. And so I'm gonna give him the mic so he can say a few words about both these gentlemen. And then we'll interview both these guys a little bit and give you a taste of what they're bringing to the ring.
Okay, so I'm quite sure everybody was expecting something that we can't give you today. But what you need to know as far as that's concerned, that is in the works. That's being put together. I got that, and I'm molding that clay to make it out to what I want it to be. And this is what I call the fight before the fight. So I can't they won't even allow me to speculate and give you guys what you may have heard or what you may be wanting to hear. But it's there, you know. It could be a rematch. It could be a new match. It could be a title. It will probably be definitely one of the three. Another announcement I need to make, Victor Sr. and myself will be co-training his son. And I will be advising him, and I didn't tell you guys this, but as far as the promotions and everything is concerned, of course you'll be with Shawn Porter Promotions. That's where Shawn will be, you know, doing his thing, and that's huge because the next time we fight, we expect to have our name not just in that position of the guy that's getting paid for taking punches that night, but the guy that's getting paid for other people taking punches that night, and that's huge within itself. So whether it's co-promoting or promoting, that's the direction that we have to be in. Also, August 27th, Anaheim, California, Roberto Guerrero. Roberto Guerrero, yeah, I know Garcia as well. You'll have your pro debut. August 27th. That's on the PBC card. That came from the top. That was confirmed to me today, so they wanted me to go ahead and make that announcement that he will be having his pro debut sooner than expected.
Right.
August 27th in LA. You know, this is huge for us. This young man is, he fits the mold of what we do here. He fits the mold of what we do at home. And it just works out perfectly for us. And I like to have his mom stand up and everybody please acknowledge her and thank her for allowing us to do what we're doing. He's also got a younger brother that boxes, who's bigger than him now. Please stand up. And the two twins that are here today, stand up please. So this is a family affair. It's a Morales family affair, but the Porter and Morales thing is about to combine together. I heard some little rumors about something with some Mexicans anyway, so we might as well go ahead and get it. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. We might as well go ahead and you know, seal the deal. If you guys have any questions for this young man, for Shawn and what he's doing, for the dad and myself, please, anybody, go right ahead. Right here.
What weight class is he fighting?
Oh, yeah, we should have mentioned that. He's going to have a pro debut at about 126 pounds, but he will fight professionally at 122 pounds. He won junior gold medal at what weight?
119.
119, he won his junior gold medal. So we kind of figured that that's where he's going to settle at when it's time to start fighting for titles. I'll let his dad answer that for you.
118 and 12. Yeah.
How many nationals?
He has 16 nationals. He's fought Cubans, the Puerto Ricans. He's been with beat the Dominican Republic. He's been out of the states, right, internationally.
Now, what stood out about Morales' fight game that made you want him as the first fighter?
It's probably going to be, and this is not what everybody's looking for, because, you know, truthfully, I don't talk kids into taking punches. I just don't do it. So that to me just sounds really stupid. Hey, come here, man. Let me show you how to get hit in the head. I don't do things like that. I went through that whole entire amateur system, and I was a part of all of that for over 20 some odd years. I think I got my first guy to the Olympic trials in 2004. And then I had 5 guys at the trials in 2008. 3 guys made the team, 1 was the outstanding boxer. I wound up being the technical coach for the 2012 Olympic team. And along the way, I come in contact with a lot of young men, and they're doing very well on high levels now. I mean, the Charlo brothers, I had them in camps in Northern Michigan when they were 14. Errol Spence, I was his head coach in Russia. You know, we've been that route with everything. So it's not just the fact that the kid can fight, it's the intangibles that you can't see. The family, that structure that he has behind him, the communication and understanding that this is not about him becoming rich or not about him becoming famous. This is a passion that he has, and his family's behind him to help him in anything that he chooses to do. So if he comes back tomorrow and says, "Coach, I changed my mind, I want to be an artist," then that's what we're going to do. We're going to be painting pictures.
We're going to say, hey, but first we're going to say, man, let me see some art.
Let me see some art.
What art at? Let me see.
What art?
To answer that question as well, Victor, from day one, like I said, he's been just a hard worker. You can see the excitement in his energy when he's performing, both in the gym and then also in fights as well. The kid is slick. You know us, you know what we're about. We're all about, you know, keeping everything tight. We have a small circle. We try to be professional at all times. And so when we branch off, we need everyone to be a reflection of what we are. And that's what we get with the Morales family. We get that. We get that these guys are going to be professional. They're going to be on time. They're going to work hard. and they're going to perform very well, as a unit. And the reason why I say they is because, a lot of fighters go in the ring by themselves, but when you have this tight love in your corner, you're not alone, So I want Victor to tell you guys about his style, and then we'll go from there. Because I want to know. I'm going to interview you a little bit too. So they don't know, but I do. Tell these guys what you bring into the ring.
I'm pretty much bringing.
This is more. Tell them what you bring into the ring.
I'm bringing a very explosive speed and strength power. I consider myself a boxer puncher. I can get in there and punch when I have to. I can get in there and sit on the outside when I have to. That's what I'm bringing.
That's very awesome, very awesome. And so, very awesome, You see, I'm running through some questions in my head, but I think what the people really want to know is, what's your fight name going to be?
I'm going with the Tornado.
The Tornado.
Yeah.
So say it. Let's hear it.
The Tornado.
No. The whole thing. Don't embarrass me up here. The whole thing. We signed you for a reason. Show that you're sharp.
Victor the Tornado Morales.
Ooh. We like that. So I'm excited, man. I know that this has been kind of a long time coming for you. You are 18 now, right? And when did you decide, like, this is gonna be it for me? I want to box forever. Like, it's kind of forever for now for you, because you got a long way to go. But when did you decide that this was gonna be your career, the thing that you were gonna do?
I think I decided right before I won my gold medal. So like 2013, I think.
Yeah.
Found out about this tournament. Told myself I was gonna train for it. Did everything I could, and when I went out there and won, that's when. I fought all the odds, everybody.
Yeah, so you kind of knew right then that I got this, man. I can do this. This is, as long as I want to do it, I can do it.
Exactly.
And see, you and I are kind of the same. How old were you when you started in the gym?
How old? I was 7.
You were 7. I was 4 going on 5 when I started in the gym, and then started competing when I was 8.
Yeah.
So I didn't really, I guess you say, boxing didn't really grab my heart till I was probably 16 or 17, and I started to do exactly what you did. I started to travel. I started to fight in international tournaments, and when I found out, that's kind of what got me. When I found out that I was going to represent my country against other countries, and for me, it was just a thing of showing them what we got over here, So when was that moment? Was that the moment for you when when did you fall in love with boxing, or have that, like, man, this is what I want to do?
I've always kind of had that spark in me, but it didn't really spark until in 2014 when I won my gold medal and also got the Outstanding Boxer at that tournament. Then I ended up, as you said, you went internationally.
Yeah.
That's when it kind of all clicked with me. And then that's when everything hit me. That's when I decided that's what I wanted to do. This is what I want to do.
That's awesome. And then, so when you met us way back when you were 11, we'll say 12 just to be on the safe side. And how was that moment for you? Were you starstruck, or were you like, man, we're meeting the guys, the its?
Right.
And so now, to fast forward, you've done your own thing for so long, and you made advancements in the amateur program and turning pro now. Like, how do you feel right now? I know your fight is a little ways away. You just heard the announcement. Is that a surprise? Are you kind of like really excited? Are you a little, how do you feel?
I'm excited. We had one set, July 30th. Coach Kenny over here was, trying to make that happen in New Jersey. That fell through. But we're ready for anything. We're ready whenever you guys call us to tell us we're ready. We're gonna fight. That's when we're ready to fight.
Exactly, and that's what we appreciate, and why we've collectively decided. It wasn't us saying, hey, we want the Moraleses. They said, hey, we want you guys to help us, and we've agreed to do that because we see that there's nothing but professionalism coming from you, coming from your family, your dad as well. And congratulations, my man.
Thank you.
You got it. Everyone that knows me knows that I follow my heart in everything that I do. So to answer that question right now would only be a question, an answer coming from my heart, which is I want everyone that is involved with Shawn Porter Promotions to get all that they can get out of this sport, and maximize their potential, and ultimately be a star that can shine the right way. You know, I think that I've done a pretty good job to this point of, you know, handling, you know, the fame and the fortune that comes along with this sport, remaining humble, and just having the love for what I do. And so, you know, moving forward as this company grows, you know, it's going to start right here with Victor. We have a lot of our belief in Victor is humongous. We believe that he can do the greatest of the greatest. And we'll start with him and we'll go from there. I know that we are not a team, a company that's going to sign 10 to 15 guys and have, you know, a stable of 10 to 15 guys, because that's what things, you know, get out of whack. They, you know, tend to fall off, you know. So with the tight circle that we have, we brought these guys into our tight circle, and we'll grow it, but we'll grow it slowly. Just like I said, this company has been going since 2010, and we're just now signing our first guy. We feel that we're in a position now to sign a guy, and a guy that we believe in, a guy that we know his skill in and out of the ring, and we know and we believe in ourselves and what we can do. You know, so obviously we're going to use our name to push everything that we do. We use my name to push everything that we do. But I tell you what, man, this kid's going to handle business, and it's only a matter of time before, you know, the cameras get bigger and the lights get bigger, and I'm looking forward to it for him.
It starts with Victor, but are you looking at anybody else as well? Like Brandon Lynch, I know a young guy came in the gym a lot to help.
Yeah, well, you know what, and he is a guy that we would definitely look at signing. We know his background, we know what he's about. We've worked with him for a long time, but you can't rush anything. I've learned that. The story he told you about Don King is true, and I think I might have been 18 at the time, and you know, we didn't have a lot of money, but we weren't completely poor. But I was like, I didn't ever say anything to him. I was like, yo, put the numbers in there, you know what I mean? And it never happened, but it never happened for good reason, because my dad understands that with boxing you have to be patient and you have to make the right moves, and sometimes that right moves takes more time than anyone is willing to give, more time than you yourself even know about, you know. So that's why I continue to follow my dad, because he just always knows the right moves to make and the right time to make them. So yeah, we won't be signing guys right off the bat. But Brandon Lynch has been a guy that we've looked at before, and you know, God puts people in your lives for a reason. So if he continues to come back and do things the way we want him to do, maybe we'll take a stronger look at him as far as signing him as an athlete to Shawn Porter Promotions.
Shawn?
Yes, sir.
Question would be, why do this? Why create the promotions company at this time?
Well, you know what? I guess I've done the biggest and the best that I could do at this point. And I think now that it's the best time, when all eyes are on me to, you know, take advantage of these opportunities. You know, I wasn't just in the ring on CBS in front of 3.1 million for no reason. It was to, you know, make a statement in the ring. I think I did that. Make a statement after the fight was done. I think I did that. But the thing with boxing is your job is never done. And so we figure that this is the best time to push our company and push everything that we want to do, again, both in and out of the ring.
Shawn?
Yes, sir.
One last question for you. The most famous case of fighter turning promoter was Oscar De La Hoya.
Yes.
And soon after, he became a great promoter, but he was never the same fighter. How are you going to make sure this doesn't distract from Shawn Porter, the fighter?
You know what? It won't distract from Shawn Porter, the fighter. I am the president of my company. I am proud to say that. But the good part about it is there's not just one brain involved with this company, and the biggest brain is right next to me. You guys know that. So he's gonna direct me, and I'm gonna learn. You know, he's promoted fights since I was about 11 years old, so he knows how to make it happen, and he's been trying to show me how to make it happen for a long time. And I think he's realizing that I'm now finally in a position where I want to learn how that works, and I'm accepting of the business side of this sport as well as the athletic side. So I don't think that it'll distract me, take away from what I have to do at all. At the end of the day, I'm a fighter. I'm not a businessman that's gonna, you know, shake a whole bunch of hands and sign a whole bunch of papers. My job is to get in there and fight, and I'm gonna extend what I have to these gentlemen, and we'll go from there. And the name will grow. As the name grows, we'll figure out the right moves to make so that it doesn't distract me. But you know, at this point, I have no feelings of this company becoming a distraction or anything like that. Again, it's been up since 2010. You guys just haven't known about it. So we figured this is the best way to promote ourselves, best way to promote my company, and bring all you guys in here today and let you guys know that, you know, Shawn Porter is not just about boxing now. He's about becoming a businessman and learning the entities of what it takes to be a businessman in this sport of boxing. Yeah, go ahead.
We can't have another Porter Thurman fight without Shawn Porter Promotions being involved in that. That we would be remiss if we're not in on the actual business side of the network, the venue, and all of the tickets being sold. So, you know, the hot dogs and the beer that's being sold, we need some of that. You know, we didn't get anything off t-shirts from this fight. So if you saw a t-shirt out there with both of those guys on it, we didn't get anything out of that. So we have to move forward and be proactive in preparation for the next fight that's coming, and it's coming soon because I want to see Shawn in the ring within 90 days. 30 of those days are gone. I'm giving away secrets. So
the other part of the announcement, I'll be fighting soon.
Yeah, so I don't want anyone to be sitting out here and not get a question in. So let's put Shawn to the side for a second. He's taking advantage, he always is. And one last question, and be 4 questions. So right here with the glasses on.
As a promoter,
Yes.
how open and aggressive would you be to work with other promotional companies that are deemed as rivals with PBO?
I don't have any rivals.
So
I don't have any rivals. The beautiful thing about what we got going on, and I don't know if you guys know this, but we haven't had a promoter since 2012, so we don't have a promotional deal with anybody. So that gives us the ability to promote ourselves if we decide to do the show ourselves, because maybe somebody's not moving fast enough with our next fight, and we decide to do that. That gives us the ability to do that. Also, we don't have any enemies in this sport. We don't have any rivals, so we have the ability to talk with the other promoters, fight on their shows, co-promote with them. We don't have any contractual agreement that says we can't do that. Of course, we have obligations to the people we're involved with to tell them what we're doing and when we want to do it and sit down to the table with them, but everything for us is wide open, and this is, you know, this is part of that, you know. There are some young fighters out there, and I get emails from other countries, and you know, Coach Wade gets people contacting him, you know, on Facebook, and we're just being careful about who we choose to work with as far as the athletes are concerned, because they're a reflection of us. So you back here with the camera, with the Watson shirt on. Watson's everywhere, even when they ain't here.
So Ken, a lot of people might be a little confused as far as the situation with you guys and PBC. They're just 2 different entities. Is not related in any way. You guys promote your own fights, or is it intertwined in some sort of way?
It's always going to be, well, let's take the word always out of there, okay? The way it is today, we have a great relationship there. So Victor is actually going to be fighting on the PBC card, and we will be his representation of that. So the things that his dad would have to deal with, his trainer would have to deal with, that maybe he doesn't have that phone number, he can't make that call, he can't get that door open. I can take care of those things, and he's allowed me to do that. And so doing so, I will relate that back to the boss, which isn't him, it's his wife. So, right. But that we have a great relationship there. So they are fully supportive of everything we're doing here today. We have a great relationship. We're very happy with what we got going on there. So there's no problems there at all. This is just us wanting to move vertically, just, you know, and better ourselves. you, since you look like him and him looks like you. And I'd like to get a picture of both of y'all together.
I thought he was him.
You thought, which one is you?
I'm a reflection. I just don't have the Watson shirt on.
You just don't have the right. Go right ahead.
As you stated, you were speaking with the PBC about this and everything. How did Al Heyman and how did everybody that is involved, how did they accept you guys wanting to be your own promotional company and actually signing a fighter?
You know what? I'm gonna tell you what's funny about that. First of all, I don't say his name when he ain't around, so he's not here, so I ain't gonna say his name. Anyway, I'm gonna tell you what's funny about that. You wanna hear it?
I already know.
You already know? I was getting all kinds of calls from them. What's the big announcement? They didn't know what the announcement was going to be. I was just on the phone with them just a few hours ago. And they're the guys that put the press release out. So I thought that was absolutely hilarious. I know you can see the humor in that, Mr. Wade. If you put the press release out,
But I don't know.
and you don't know what's going to, so no, but everything is great with us and they're fully supportive. You laughing?
That's funny.
Yeah, it is. Now that you think about it, right? Because you put the press release out and I could be coming over here with some LeBron James stuff. I'm going to Miami.
He came back. He came back.
You came back. And
He coming back to us.
there's a couple of Cleveland people in there pumping their hands up. I see them back there. Look, there they are. They putting their hands up. There's only two of them. So no, they're 1,000% behind us and what we got going on. Looking forward to, they're asking me, can you bring Victor over? Can we meet him? That kind of thing. So, you know, this is a great opportunity for us. It's not just about him getting in the ring, throwing punches and taking punches. It's also about him, you know, securing his future when he's done with boxing. So this will be a big part of that as well.
Can I get a follow-up?
Yes, go right ahead. I like the way you did that follow-up. See, you should try that. Change your words sometime.
How easy was it to actually get Victor on the PBC card, the Guerrero card?
How easy?
Yeah, how easy was it to negotiate just...
Easy. It was so easy. It was like, Kenneth, what's the big announcement? Come on, we're family.
That sounds like it.
And I was like, you know, it's just, me and Shawn just, you know, we doing, what are you doing? You know, we just, a couple people gonna come over and, you know, we're gonna fry some chicken and stuff. I'm family, I'm not invited. No, but anyway, no, it was very easy. They're very supportive, 100%, 1,000%. So we have absolutely all the backing that we need as far as that's concerned. That should make you guys feel real good as well, you know. But our situation, and I can't speak for other people. I can only speak for him and whoever decides that they want to work with us. If you're willing to work hard, if you're willing to separate yourself from friends, if you're willing to separate yourself from activities that could cause you problems, if you're willing to go out there and give it your all, we can offer you an opportunity, because yes, he will be fighting on another big card soon, and he will be fighting on another big card after that. And so you use what you got to get where you want to go, and so it's going to be helpful to help, you know, him with his career. And you know, a lot of people don't know this because there was no PBC when Shawn started. So when Shawn started, I was on what I called myself, I just named it the Mike Tyson Tour. Shawn fought 11 times in the first year. I want to see Victor active boxing. You know, I don't want to see him sitting and watching, you know, other boxers. So you know, it's very helpful, and yes, it was very easy.